Yeah, but before all that, some big breaking transfer news for you. Manchester United have finally announced the signing of Brian Mbeumo from Brentford on a 5-year contract, plus an option for 12 months. Jesus, pay an initial 65 Jesus, Almighty God, we praise you, Jesus.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, my people. Oh, yes, faithful and loyal listeners of Mack United. It's happened. And I am so grateful. It has happened. Was it the podcast? Was I the reason why they got Mbeumo? Was it the podcast? I don't know what it was, but I am grateful. Can we talk about the deal? They locked up the boy. They locked him down. They locked him in. He inked the deal. He looked so happy. He was cheesing. $65 million up front plus $6 million add-ons. 5-year contract until 2030. The Cameroonian winger scored 20 Premier League goals last season, the 4th highest in the league. Quote from Mbeumo. Shout out to The Guardian. Club of my dreams. Wanted this move from day one. Did you hear that? Club of my dreams. It's the club of my dreams too, baby boy. Club of my dreams too. We got Mbeumo, and it just when I was grateful, I get salty. Just when I had it locked up, just when I had the palms waving, just when I was doing my thing, you should have seen me. I was running up and down the stairs. I was butt naked running up and down the stairs. That's how excited I was. And damn it, the African Cup of Nations timing. As a Cameroonian international, he'll miss January through February for the African Cup of Nations, roughly 6 to 8 matches during the heart of the season. That's a massive risk for a player costing over £70 million. But it's okay. That's okay. What you want me to do? Not have the brother play for his country? What you want me to do? Not have him go to the motherland and pull up and do what he do? Will we miss him? Yes. But that leads me to the crux of this episode. This is the heart of the episode. We got Mbeumo locked and loaded. He gonna gallivant off to Africa while we're in the thick of things in the Premier League, trying to qualify for UEFA and all that stuff, trying to win cups and try to win trophies and try to move up the table. We will unpack that. But as this episode is the grateful episode, I still have holes to fill. We all still have holes to fill. Don't we, Manchester United faithful? Don't we? We're going to unpack that. Let's get the show started, man. Yes, my people, this is Mack United. This is episode 2. This is the grateful episode. This is the episode where I'm uplifted. I'm rejoicing. I'm excited. I'm humbled. I'm cautiously optimistic. We locked up the boy, Brian Mbeumo. And why am I talking like Brian Mbeumo is Ronaldinho? Why am I talking like Brian Mbeumo is Didier Drogba? Why am I acting like this dude is the second coming of Pele? Have y'all seen the season? Did you see last season before that? We going through managers like potato chips or crisps, as they say across the pond. Don't y'all say crisps? Yo, why crisp chips and why fries chips? That's neither here nor there. But let's get into it. 71 million for Brian Mbeumo, 65 million up front. That's a nice chunk of change. 6 million in add-ons. That's generational wealth. That's generational glory right there. Long-term deal, fresh off a 20-goal season. And you and I both know, faithful and loyal listeners, your humble narrator Evan Mack says you can't ho-hum, you can't poo-poo, and you cannot sneeze at 20 goals at the top flight. You just can't. It's not mistake. It's not happenstance. It's an eye for the target in the final third, and he makes it happen. Come hell or high water, come hook or by crook, the man scores goals. Let's keep it a bean. That put him fourth in total goal scoring in the Barclays Premier League. And I ain't talking about anywhere else. I'm talking about the Premier League, where these boys pull up. And the reason why I'm excited is I get a little weary when there's a goal scorer somewhere across the pond over in a different part of Europe and they're doing their thing over in the Bundesliga or La Liga or Serie A or wherever. Then they come to the Premier League and they don't really translate. So I get excited when someone's coming from Brentford, someone's coming from the Premier League, someone's coming from playing all these top teams and still able to put the goal in the back of the ball in the back of the net. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's why I'm optimistic. He clearly wanted to be there. That's something that we don't talk about when it comes to certain things. He wanted to be there. What the hell? Huh? The hell?
Apologies for the interruption, Evan. This is Barry Boots McKinley, official spokesman for the greatest football institution to ever grace a pitch, Liverpool Football Club. I couldn't help but overhear the petty slander being thrown about like United's trophy hopes post-Fergie. Just a gentle reminder. While your lads are busy chasing glory of yesterday, we're running out of trophy space. Walk on, you'll never walk alone. Cheers.
We all know Scotland is famous for its poetry. We've even got a holiday for one of our most famous poets, Rabbie Burns. So allow me to bring you some of Scotland's finest poetry. I call this The Gap in Red. Liverpool, kings upon their throne, United stumble all alone. One stands tall with heads held high, the other asks, just tell us why. 15th place, a crimson shame, while Anfield chants the champion's name. The table doesn't lie, my mate. We beat you by 7, it could have been 8. Mo Salah haunts their every dream, a pharaoh slicing through their team. At Old Trafford or at home, he bags his brace, then takes his throne. They chase the past, we shape what's next. They buy in panic, lost and vexed. No passion, plan or pride remains, just echoes of Sir Alex's reign. So let the record show it clear, Liverpool rules this red frontier. And when they cry, just show the chart. The gulf is wide and it grows apart.
Do you see how far we have fallen? I got people hijacking the podcast. This is my second episode. I got Liverpool fans cutting promos. I got people hijacking my feed when all I'm trying to do is deliver y'all some love, I'm trying to uplift y'all. You'll see what we have to deal with. We got to turn this thing around, man. We got to turn that thing around. And that kind of brings me to the next thing I want to discuss, and that's strikers. Because we got Mbeumo, which is fine. But we already discussed that Mbeumo was going to be leaving. But even if he was here, I still think that there's some holes that we need to fill. I think we got to fill some in the midfield, but that's neither here nor there. We need creation in the midfield. We need people that know. We need defenses to kind of suck in on a midfielder that can kind of push the pace and keep possession and distribute. But that's neither here nor there. We'll get to that. We'll get to that a little bit later. But let's just talk about potential strikers, or maybe a striker wish list, or maybe potential strikers that are available before they get gobbled up. Let's kind of unpack the scenario, because Rashford on loan to Barcelona, Mbeumo's gone to Africa Cup of Nations, Martial's been released. So who is gonna get goals for Manchester United? We're looking at Ali Watkins, we're looking at Nicholas Jackson, we're looking at Gyokeres, we're looking at different people that can potentially help us fill those needs. So listen, let's talk about Ali Watkins, Aston Villa. 29 years old. He's a clinical finisher. He works in the channels very well. High pressing IQ, which what I think we need. I hate that absorbing pressure counterattack nonsense. I need someone that's going to push the pace, push the envelope, push people on their back heels for once. I miss that. 22 goals in the Premier League, 2024, 2025. That's his career best. I know he's 29 years old, but that bodes well for a team like us that's looking for some goals. He's proven in the Premier League. He's physical. He's unselfish, and I think he would bring that veteran edge to the team, which is crazy, in football and in soccer. That 29 as a veteran, it's absolutely ludicrous. But that's because I'm old, and that's my cross to bear. The minor concerns. I believe Villa will want 70 mil, and that is a concern. Not a long-term solution. 2 or 3 years, but I don't give a damn. Let's win the Premier League. Let's finish in the top 4. Let's qualify. Let's worry about long-term later. I want wins. I want goals scored, and I want us to be in the top 4, and I want us to hoist a trophy, many trophies. So I don't give a damn about long-term. I can't be thinking about long-term right now. I want to win now. And that brings me to Nicholas Jackson, much younger, 23 years old. He's explosive, versatile, likes to drift wide, likes to cut in, and that could put some pressure on the defense as well. 12 goals, 8 assists last season. He can play across the front, tactically flexible, high ceiling, flash of brilliance against top teams, could complement Mbeumo with when both are available. Picture that 1-2 combination is what I'm trying to say. Drawbacks: inconsistent, confidence-driven player, some would say. Not a true poacher of goals, misses easy chances. We can unpack that at a later date. So that brings us to the name I keep hearing a lot, and that's Victor Gyokeres from Sporting. He's 26 years old, 28 goals in Portugal. Aggressive, powerful, thrives with service and through balls. Strengths: physically dominant, would bully Premier League defenders, hungry, clinical, battle-tested in big games. Here goes my concerns. I always will tell you this. This is only episode 2, but you're going to hear me say this over and over and over again. I get weary about ballers that ball out in places that are not the Premier League, because the Premier League hits different. These boys here is rough. These boys is rugged. These boys is tumble, and there is a different way to do things. Can that aggressive style of play that he does in Portugal, can that translate to the next level? And you damn right I say the next level. Barclays Premier League is the preeminent place to be. So that's what we're looking at right now. So I'm gonna go Ali Watkins to me for my top pick. Ready made. I don't have to worry about that. In the Premier League, scores goals. I know what he's about. So he's my top pick. Then I'll go Gyokeres, and then I'll go Jackson. I go Gyokeres because he's physically gifted. He's the wild card. Don't know what he did in Portugal. Great goal scorer in Portugal, but I need to see you do that in the Premier League. And then we got Jackson, very useful, but not the solution right now. Young, immature at times, and it might not give us what we need, but the upside is there. So what does this all mean, peoples? Me singing Mbeumo's praises, me giving you a wish list of potential strikers that we don't have yet. Why am I so optimistic? Because I have to be optimistic. Things can't get worse. Well, damn, they can get worse, but I hope they don't get worse. 15th in the Premier League last season. We lost the Europa League final. So Amarim is trying to give us this confidence on this US tour, which is fine. But I don't know if we're going to be building our confidence that way, but maybe we will. Maybe we'll gel. Maybe we'll we'll see his vision, because with all due respect, he's gonna not, he has excuses now because he kind of came in and he was trying to like sift through what Ten Hag was doing. So now it's kind of be his team right now. So now we actually have to start grading him right now. This is his legitimate first real season in control. Everything he wants, the formation that he wants, but he wants to amp up goal scoring. We scored 44 league goals last season. That's not enough for me. That's absurd. That's just not enough. Not as a team, that's not enough. 130 million investment with Cunha and Mbeumo. That has to change. It has to change the culture. It has to change how we do things. That's a lot of money. 130 mil is 130 mil in any era, no matter where you slice it. We also had to find Mbeumo's ideal position. Played that traditional number 10 at Brentford, but Emery wants to slot him alongside Cunha in that 3-4-3 that I cannot stand. But that's going to create competition for Bruno and Manu and Mount. But it is what it is. Y'all are grown men. Competition is what sports is all about. We got to cut the distractions. Got to put Rashford in the real view. That's what we have to do. We have to decide on a goalkeeper. Onana's injured. See, now we have to figure out where he stands and what we can do, because at the end of the day, we need a prolific goal stopper. We have to test the young talent, because we have a lot of young talent that we can test, which is fine. There could be a star in the making. You never know. There could be a little baby Lamine Yamal on the team. That's a little crazy. He's generational, but you know what I mean. Bruno Fernandes, the heartbeat, the foundation of Manchester United. The goal creation will always flow through him because he's class personified. He knows what he's doing. We got to keep him upright. We got to keep him healthy. And we got to have him build confidence in the players that he's passing to. I like the Cunha move. I like the Mbeumo move. You know I like this. I like the things that we're doing here, but I need things to blossom. I need to see this happen. All this stuff that I'm talking about is literally on paper. At the end of the day, analytics be damned, pundits be damned, talking heads be damned. They have to show up and they have to play, because I am telling you, when that league starts, when we have that first game, I'm pretty sure it's against Arsenal on August 17th. When that happens, I want to win, and that's a true test. That's the Gunners, and they're not to be trifled with. So I need this to be a test. And as we slowly build and we gel and we become a cohesive unit and we get to that first match and we show up, get those 3 points and put the world on notice. Come on now. That's it. That's it for the show, y'all. I don't like to take up too much of y'all time. We're just getting started. This is episode 2. The team is just starting to gel, starting to build, starting to create. We're going to have news here and there, but things ain't going to get spicy until August. And that's when we really going to chop it up, really unpack, really break it down. And I'm going to try to keep it positive. But I want us to win, damn it. This is Mack United. This is your one-stop shop of a madman ranting about the team he loves oh so much, and that is the mighty Reds of Manchester United. Love you all. Love, peace, chicken grease, a hot cone, and some grits. See you next week.